Hello everybody and welcome to another video, and today we're going to be looking at a band I've not heard of before, a band called Walk in Darkness. Now, bloody dogs. Anyway, as is my normal, I tried to do a bit of research on the band, but I couldn't find very much information at all. In fact, all that I can tell you is that Walk in Darkness are a symphonic gothic metal band from Italy, formed in 2015, and to date they have released 3 full-length albums and 7 singles, and that is all I can actually tell you. Yeah, I searched for quite a while and couldn't really find very much information at all. Anyway, today we're going to have a look at a track called The Last Glow of Day. I've got lyrics here. They seem to be pretty much the same everywhere I look, so hopefully they are correct. Now, symphonic gothic metal, I quite enjoy, so this should be interesting. I think it's a fairly long track, I could be mistaken, but we'll jump into this and see what we've got. So, The Last Glow of Day by Walk in Darkness. Let's have a look, see what we've got.
If you can't reach her, you have no choice. You have to load the words with your soul and raise them to the sky. Wind or rain will bring them to her.
Machines, everything is connected. While the wave break in vain, sunlight declines. We have become immortal, without loss, without gain. But we're still standing, and we wait again. And we hope the day will come when we rise our worlds to heaven and from heaven. On every snow art that is left behind, on every heart that faded, every side we have to go. We are the soldiers, we are the kings. Dream
Well, there we go. The Last Glow of Day by Walk in Darkness. That was a beautiful, beautiful piece of music. Nowhere in any of the places I looked up did it mention that it was a female-fronted band, which came across as a very nice surprise. And she has a beautiful, beautiful voice. And in amongst those vocals, there was some slightly harsher growled vocals that sort of sat in the background there. I don't know whether that was done by her or another member of the band, but there were male vocals later in the track as well. So it could be possible that those were done by him. I can't be certain. Because as we all know, as you know from previous videos I've done, female vocalists are very capable of doing those harsh vocals. But that was a beautiful, beautiful piece of music. Throughout most of that, like, all the hairs on my arms just stood on end because it hit me in such a profound place, because it was such a beautiful piece of music. The guitar tone was just it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I mean, as far as symphonic gothic metal goes, it's a pretty standard sound, I would say. But there was just something about the composition of the music and, the tone of it, her voice, the start, the way the music was played. It was beautiful. I've said that God knows how many times now. Great piece of music. Now, if we were to dive into the meaning of the song, I have to say I'm not entirely sure. I mean, to me, it sounded like quite a positive track. But any meaning behind it, I'm not entirely sure. But it sounds hopeful. We'll just say that. Now, I did say I thought it was a long track, but that's because when I looked up the lyrics, they seem to be quite long. But the track itself is only about 5 minutes, give or take. Excuse me. So, yeah, it goes. Radiation storms, dust on dust, humans, gods and machines, everything is connected. While the waves break in vain, sunlight declines. Now, I said the track sounded hopeful. That particular part does not sound particularly hopeful, While the waves break in vain, sunlight declines. So, that sounds like talking more towards the end of life by the sound of things. And, radiation storms, dust on dust, human, gods and machines. Everything is connected. Everything has something to do with something else. But then it says, we have become immortal, without loss, without gain. But we are still standing, and we wait again. And we hope the day will come, when we'll raise our words to heaven. And from heaven, on every slow heart that is left behind, every heart defeated and resigned. So I'm not entirely sure, like I said, what this means. We've become immortal without loss, without gain. So we're just living a stagnant life, possibly. We're not going anywhere, but we're not achieving anything, but we're not exactly losing anything either. That's what that sounds like. But it says, we hope the day will come when we'll raise our words to heaven. And then it says, and from heaven, on every slow heart that is left behind, on every heart defeated and resigned. From heaven what? But still, it sounded great. Then it goes into a pre-chorus. It says, we have to go. We are the soldiers. We are the kings. Children, mothers, fathers. We are history. Then goes into the chorus saying, we are memory. We are dream. We are swallows in flight in the last glow of day. In the last glow of day. We are night and dawn. We laugh and cry. We are the last glow of day. The last glow of day. So last glow of day, is that like we are the best? We are currently the best of what there is before the darkness sets in, before the end of times. Because it opens up, the song opens up suggesting the end of times, talking about radiation storms, dust storms, sunlight declining and that sort of thing. So are they saying, we are the last glow of day, so we are the brightest part of existence before it all starts fading away and dying, So as we stand at the moment, you know, everything, you know, we are what everything that is great about the world, possibly. I don't know. Then it came into the next verse, and this is where the male vocals seem to dominate the track for this particular part. It says, like lost ships, looking for a passage in the wind, chasing the phoenix, we fall and rise every day, and we hope the day will come to meet again, to meet again. Everything is connected, everything is planned, but if love is fond of us, maybe love will save us. So again, chasing the phoenix, we fall and rise every day. So, you know, we're every day we're reborn into a new version of ourselves, possibly. You know, it says we rise and fall every day, and essentially we do. We wake up and we go to sleep. And we hope the day will come to meet again. You know, maybe we're hoping for the day when we will meet those that we loved and, you know, we've lost along the way, possibly. Everything connected, everything is planned. But if love is fond of us, maybe love will find us, will save us. Then it goes into the pre-chorus. Love will save us in another world, in another time. Maybe the day will come when we will meet again in another time. In another time. Again, suggesting, you know, meeting those that we've loved and lost in the past. You know, the day we'll come to meet again in another time. Then it goes back into that chorus. We are memory, we are dream, we are swallows in flight to the last glow, in the last glow of day, in the last glow of day. We are night and dawn, we laugh and cry, we are the last glow of day, the last glow of day. And then it repeats that chorus again at the end of the track. So I'm not entirely certain what exactly the song is saying, but, you know, the performance of it was fantastic. You know, like I said, the woman's voice was absolutely astounding. You know, the actual performance, the sound of those guitars, the actual melody of the track, it was just beautiful, to use the same phrase again. You know, absolutely loved it. I've never, like I said, never heard of them before, but I'm going to have to check them out. I mean, like I said before, they've released 3 albums since 2015. So, you know, so they've been around for a fairly significant amount of time. So I'm going to have to investigate them further because, like, you know, this track, I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. It sounded phenomenal. But as you can tell, I'm just repeating myself at this moment. So I don't know what else I can say about that. So I'll leave that as it is. Thank you all very, very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.